That is a pretty loose Adam or Carlos leg. Actually, they're both pretty loose. So hello Power Rangers fans, and welcome back to my Power Month series here on Toku Topics. Today is day 5, which means we are taking a look at Power Rangers Turbo. Maybe. Oh wow. So he does not want to stand up whatsoever. So this is an interesting one. This is not the video I was originally planning for the Turbo video. But however, circumstances, I just had to do this one instead. So the original idea did not arrive in time, but this was the backup idea for Turbo. So this is actually going to be going alongside tomorrow's video, which I filmed before this one, because of just the way it all worked out. But I got this haul of random Turbo and in space and stuff from eBay, which you're going to see mainly tomorrow. But there's some Turbo stuff in there. So as I've already taken a look at a little bit in this video, we have this very loose old figure of the green Turbo Ranger, which I really don't think is going to stand at all. Oh, hey, look at that. So we might be able to get some standing out of this, but it's a nice figure when it actually likes to function correctly. Obviously, he's seen some better days. We have a lot of chipped parts on the helmet and everything like that. Every time I get figures like these, they never have their weapons. I do like that the holsters, though, really haven't yellowed over the years compared to, like, the boots and the gloves, which definitely kind of have. And the chrome has also kind of maintained its shine, which is honestly pretty impressive. But he does not really want to stand all that well. I guess he can do the splits. Will he balance like that? I doubt it. But there was more stuff in that box than just him. Justin was in that box too, and I don't know why his buckle is green. So I just noticed that. What is going on with this one? This one has like no black paint on the helmet. His belt is green. I don't really know what's happening with this one. He also doesn't really want to stand. Oh geez. So this is certainly a figure. I like getting old random retro figures of Bandai toys. If you haven't seen before, this was like 2 years ago. I did a video about the Lightning Cruiser car from the Turbo line, and I got a pretty beat up shaped one. It was missing a lot of pieces, and I got like this Turbo Red figure to go with it that was not the greatest. And there's like a Blue Centurion figure video that I did as well, just some random old Turbo toys. And I'd say that these ones are technically in better quality. I didn't get this haul for the Turbo stuff, I got it for the in-space stuff that you'll see tomorrow. But you know, some fun Turbo stuff was in there nonetheless. So we have these wobbly dudes, which are kind of fun in their own regard just because of that. So that was kind of the point of this series, is just to get random old Power Ranger toys and take a look at them, or just kind of take a look at the wacky history of Power Ranger toys. I mean, look at these guys. Aren't they doing great back there? So, but those are not the main things that were in this box. Besides the in-space stuff, like I keep saying, there were some vehicles in there, and I figure that's probably one of the best ways to take a look at some Turbo stuff is some vehicles. Ta-da! So here are some Turbo carts from the Power Rangers Turbo line. It looks like only Justin's going to be able to be safe here, because the seatbelt mechanism, or whatever this is supposed to be, on the green car is just non-existent, and even this one, there we go, I did not want to plug into that at all. So the green one has certainly seen better days. The chrome is pretty much completely scratched off of the front bumper here. The entire like spoiler on the back is gone. The seat belt's gone. So Adam or Carlos here, whichever one you want this to be, is not going to be very protected in here at all. But you can slide these guys in here. And there's no front plate to this one, which I'm just now noticing as well. So I guess neither one of them really have a fully functioning car in any capacity. There's no steering wheels, anything like that. So yeah, this is certainly interesting. I kind of wish Plan A worked out for the Turbo video, to be honest. If you're curious, Plan A was the Lightning Collection Red Turbo Ranger figure, which I imported over from AliExpress, and it barely got here in time. And by barely, I mean it didn't. So this is what we got for Turbo. Yep, that's what we got for Turbo. So, you know, just kind of a fun one. I figured they were included in the haul, and I was like, I guess this could be a good, you know, backup Plan B for Turbo. Turbo Rangers right there, not the 13th Sentai. 13th, I think that's right, for Turbo Ranger, but the Power Rangers season. So yeah, these are certainly certainly a thing. Let's see, Bandai 97, which that makes sense, that checks out. So I can see how the spoilers, I guess, get lost so easily. That did come out pretty easily. Let's go put that back on there. So I guess from Justin's, we're really just missing the entire front console, or the engine, I guess, whatever you want to call it. But the chrome has kind of held up pretty decently, all things considered. And this one is just missing the spoiler and the seatbelt. And I guess the front bumper would definitely be a nice replacement piece to get, because that chrome is just gone from this thing. But hey, I guess that's what it looks like when the chrome is all chipped off, which is what I'm always afraid of happening with chrome toys. But you know, just some fun old Power Rangers stuff to take a look at. Some of the more wackier things that were made. I don't even remember these from the show. They probably were in the show, or they were probably in some kind of Car Ranger footage or something that we barely used. I feel like I do remember them maybe like at least once. But when it comes to turbo vehicles, I definitely remember Blue Centurion's bike, or Storm Blaster, or Lightning Cruiser, or of course the main Zords, more than I remember anything like these little go-karts or whatever these are supposed to be. Now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like I do remember the episode that they were used in, but regardless, they were not in the show for a very long period of time whatsoever. So, you know, just kind of a fun thing to take a look at. And this is what happens when you do some planning, and planning kind of doesn't go the way that you're hoping for it to go. So that is going to do it for this episode of Power Month for Power Rangers Turbo. One of the weirdest seasons of Power Rangers, so I guess it's only fair that this is one of the weirdest videos in this series thus far. But the In Space one will hopefully get things a little bit more back on track, which the Turbo one did not. But stay tuned tomorrow for the more exciting things that were in that box. For the Power Rangers in Space video. But still, regardless, let me know what you thought of this one. Did you have any of these go-karts? Did you have one that actually had all of its pieces, which seems to be rare to find? What did you have from the Power Rangers Turbo toy line? Anything about the season down in the comments below. I'd like to hear about it. And of course, until next time, you guys can follow me on Twitter at LivingRangerKey or at LightningFigPR, and I will see you all later. Vroom. Vroom. They do wheel. At least there's that. Ooh, that's loud. I don't like the squeaking. Oh, there they go. Old toys that are in not great condition. Ooh. To wrap up this video, I'd like to thank my $5 and above patrons: Jurassic Samurai, Robert Browning, Static Thunder, Brendan Overland, Maji Yellow, MCPC Studios, Comics 1017, James Darty, Eric Berry, Matthew Thorne, Josh Landry, Pyramidus, CBT Tesla, Cross SCV, Caboose Ed, Socket Monsters, Anthony Love, Daniel Pika, Hella Geo, Thrasher, Jesus Prime, Uni Warrior Thomas, and Lewis Carnes. You can support Toku Topics for as little as $1 a month on my Patreon, linked in the description below.